Hello, family and friends. I'm just checking in again to give you guys a little bit of an update on our tablets. At this point, you probably have them at home, and you're probably wondering how to access Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through using the tablets to log into Google Classroom and possibly even accepting a new class if your student has been invited to one. So we're going to switch over to the view with the tablet. And as a reminder how to access your tablet, the first thing you're going to want to do is hit the power button that is on the right-hand side. Once you press that, you'll see notifications. You're going to swipe up, and the PIN code is 1234. From here, if you notice, there's a series of apps on the home screen. You can also find Classroom if it is not on the home screen on your app section of the tablet if you swipe up from the bottom. But from the home screen, Classroom should be located in the bottom right-hand corner. You're going to click on that, and if you see this green screen, it has not been set up yet on your tablet. You're going to click Get Started. From here, you're going to choose your student's account. In this case, I'm going to choose JStudent for our example. And I'm going to hit OK. It'll take a moment for it to load, but when it does so, it's going to load up. If there are classrooms, they will be listed in tiles throughout the entire app for each class that your student is a member of. However, in this case, Joe's student does not have a class yet, but he has been invited to this classroom tutorial class. From here, I have the option to join or decline. You're going to want to click Join. And once you do so, it takes a moment to load. You should have access to the classroom itself. From here, you will see the stream, which contains the updates that your teacher may post. Down below, you have the option to see that stream, the classwork. So in this situation, if I click it, I can see the different assignments and materials that have been posted to Classroom. Sometimes teachers may have these in different categories. You may see topics, there may be quizzes, there may be links to videos, and so forth. In addition to that, there is the People tab, which allows you to see the other people that are in the class currently. Going back by hitting what we call the hamburger button in the upper left-hand corner, we'll pull up a list of your classes, a calendar. On that calendar, it gives you the ability to see any upcoming dates for any homework assignments. So in this tutorial, we're just simply showing you quickly that it will take you to Google Calendar. However, we're focusing on just Google Classroom. So I'm going to swipe that away, and I'm going to go back to the Google Classroom app, which is on here somewhere. I apologize. We're just going to go back to it by clicking the button. Underneath the hamburger button, though, there is a to-do list which will show you your kids what is coming up that they need to get done. The link to the specific class, there may be multiple if your kid has more than one. Any additional information such as archive classes or folders and stuff that you may want to have access to, as well as the settings. We're not going to get into this stuff down below today. Going back to the Classroom tutorial, though, from here what you may notice is that there's a couple of extra buttons I did not go over yet. Those buttons being the icon that is up here, that is for Google Meet. The other icon up here is the information button. The one I'm going to focus on is simply the Google Meet button. So from here, your students will be able to click that button to load up their Google Meet. This will allow them to participate in the class at the scheduled times that they're told to join them. Simply, you will hit that button. It will open up Google Meet. If it is the first time that you are accessing Google Meet, you will have to hit Continue. And you're going to allow it to take pictures and record video. This is important because if you don't do so, the camera won't be available for the students to be participating in the class. You're going to hit Allow. You allow me to record audio. This is so the microphone works, so that way your student can be heard in class. So in this, it's loading up. What you can see is that there's a reflection of the ceiling and the camera in here, but this is the view of the camera. So you see when I move it around, it picks up what's going on in the room. So your student would be visible on there. On here you have two options. This is the mute microphone. We do ask for etiquette for your class that you do kindly mute the microphone before you enter. That way when you go in, any background noise that's potentially going on in your house is not distracting people from there. Now it's telling me on the bottom who I am joining as, so it should say your student's email address. If you need to, you can switch it by clicking there. Once you do that, you can hit Join Meeting, and it will generally allow you to join. Now, once we go into there, again, it shows you down below who is going to be in the meet. In this case, it's just Joe's student. This is for the chat box, so that way you can chat with your teacher or the class, and any other information will be popped up to your students throughout the Meet. Once you're done with the class, you can click on the video. If you need to unmute, you'll click the currently red button to unmute, so this mutes and unmutes. This will turn your video on and off. And if for some reason you would like to have the ability to read what is being spoken in class, up above they have this thing called CC. That is for closed captions. If you click that, anything that is said by the participants in the class will be picked up and typed across the bottom of the screen for your student to be able to read. Lastly, but not least, when the class is finally done, you can hit the hang up button and it will end the participation in that Meet, taking you back to Google Classroom. So if you have any questions or comments, or you want to know anything more in regards to Google Classroom or Google Meet, feel free to reach out to the district and we will do our best to help you and anything that you need to know. There'll be more tutorials coming up on more information with tablets and computers, so check back regularly and we'll have those updates for you. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.